Hello, I'm Marky Dragon, also known as Marcus Eikenberry in real life, and welcome to another episode of Neosland. We're talking about the Kickstarter, we're talking about the game, and it's another Q&A, and I'd like to welcome everybody here in the Hangout. Welcome all you. Also, if you are watching live and would like to join us in the Hangout, we would love to hear from you. No camera is required, just a microphone, so you can talk. So, okay, Jacques. Let's see here. Oh, I am muted on there. There we go. Okay, now you guys can hear me. We are into the episode. Jacques, we have got the next item on the list on the daily rewards, which is the small boat. And so what about this small boat? I mean, actually, it means I'm not going to have to build a boat right off the bat, and I might be able to cross a river. Am I going to be able to walk across rivers, or am I going to have to use a boat?
You have to use a boat. Well, it depends on the size of the river, right?
Yeah. Because that's
I mean, there will be swimming in the game, right? You can swim any way you want to, right? But you might get a little bit tired when you swim too far, so you won't be able to swim all the way to between islands, maybe, or you have to figure out something like it. But the boat's going to be, just the boat on itself is a huge thing, because to get to build the boat's going to be extremely long and a lot of resources, right? So that's a big reward right off the bat, right there in the beginning, right?
Yeah.
And one thing to remember is pretty much all these items, except for the resources which we'll get into later, that's there, they don't have any degrading in them. So that's already another thing, because a lot of items in the world will have a degrading setting on it, so as you use it, it'll degrade, and eventually you either have to fix it or it will be disappeared, right, and lose it totally. But none of these items will ever have any of that problems.
Okay. So in this boat, now let me ask a question which maybe you haven't even thought of yet. Where am I going to put this boat? Do I fold it up and put it in my backpack whenever I am done using it? How does that work?
Yeah, we haven't got around to how we're going to figure that one out, how to do that, right?
Because remembering where I parked my boat, I'm going to need my GPS prize as well, so that I can mark my location and find my way back.
Yeah. Well, at this stage, I would say we will still maybe use some magic that you can bring it in and out, when needed, maybe. But I mean, that's all part of gameplay, and it might change in the near future. It just depends on how the gameplay works.
And I would imagine that would not be an option for bigger boats, because we've talked about even seafaring vessels that might be able to transport cargo and stuff like that, or a lot of people, and certainly you wouldn't be able to put that in your backpack.
Yeah, something like that. So I mean, we'll see how we will fill this one out, but that's a good question, actually.
We're also going to have to think about, I park my boat and I'm just on some shoreline or whatever.
Somebody steals it.
Does somebody steal it? That would be really interesting. It'd be almost like somebody needs to create shipyards and rent out slips that have dragons protecting the boat slips or whatever. I don't know.
That could be really interesting and create a lot of conflict.
Yeah, it'd really suck to have my boat stolen too. I think those are going to take a lot of work.
Maybe you can build padlocks to lock your boat up.
We used to in Ultima Online, you would retract the plank, and you couldn't get on it without a plank. So you could retract the plank while you were on it and be safe and secure on it. But getting back off of it, you ended up with like a key or something like that, like they did with the house. So, yeah, okay.
Well, it depends how we do it, right? Because if houses are attackable and people can destroy it and stuff like that, I do think that it should be the same system in place for boats and so on, right? That you can do that too. So if you're locking it or something, you'll do the exact same thing that you do on houses, or you put some protection on it, or hire some guards on it or something like that to protect it.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think of what happens when I go on vacation. And I'm going to be gone for a month.
Same thing that happens to your house.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna be hiring a friend to.
Protect it.
Hey, will you watch my shit over here?
Pick me, pick me.
Pay special attention to the horse dung. Don't let it go anywhere. So, okay. Well, that's gonna be interesting. That's gonna cause some players some frustration, but at the same time, it gives you a lot more value to each one of the items.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So, okay. Saint, do we have any more questions lined up?
Yeah, we actually have one question right here. They would like to know, are there going to be NPC guards, and if they're going to be unkillable or killable, giving the more skilled player the opportunity to actually infiltrate areas and get out alive?
Yeah, I think what we'll be doing is also allowing, when, say for instance, there's a town and you rent your guards or you hire your guards to protect it, to make it a more PvE safe area, right? It'll depend also on how much money you spend on them and what quality you'll get from the guards, right? And so they'll have some skills of their own and some levels in combat, So you might be able to kill a guard, you never know, or you might not.
Or it might take a few of you to kill the guard.
Yeah, exactly.
This is my boss guard. Don't mess with him.
Yeah, in Worm Online, what you had to do was build a guard tower, which was just basic a tower, and that the size of the tower denoted how many guards you could actually hire. So the more towers you built, the more guards you could hire. But general tower could hire 4 guards, I think it was.
One thing I do want to add is what we're definitely looking at is how mobs are going to be in the world, like monsters and other mobs you attack. And we definitely want to make it a little bit more, how can I say, different than what you see in regular MMOs, where they have some intelligence, and also if a mob kills another player or something, it increases its some abilities and stuff to it. So it actually gains in a not a level, but in its skill base, because obviously, because it's learning how to fight more, and the more people it fights, so it gets stronger. So that could definitely carry over right into the guards as well, So you might hire some lower level guards, but as time goes by and people try and attack your place, they do increase in their combat systems.
So I could actually throw players who are misbehaving at my guards, and then my guards can gain more skill killing these other players, huh?
Yeah, you say, hey, come, let's attack this place, but meantime it's your own place, and then it's just to get your guards higher level.
Interesting. That could be interesting, or maybe we can even lure in wild creatures. Go out there and get yourself flagged, get them to chase you in, and let the guards take them out.
As long as you run faster than they do, yeah.
Right. Well, I couldn't run faster than that pig the other day. It killed me. I tried backing off, and it just kept following me. So
this is the second part to this question.
Okay.
They would like to know, has there been any talks about criminal activities? Like, if I kill a guard or another person, how am I flagged?
Those aren't finalized yet, but there's definitely going to be some system in place, how that can happen, and also, if you get caught or not, that's the other side of it too as well. If you're doing something like you're stealing or something like that, or breaking in a house and you don't get caught, so we still have to finalize that, but there'll definitely be some different systems in place for all those things.
Okay. I, for one, look forward to training all of my guard minions. So, can I have guard dogs?
Maybe.
Maybe. Yeah.
Well, on the previous question, will I be able to spar with my guards?
Yeah, I think that's a very good question. I think that'd be really, really nice to be able to do that. Like whichever way you can attack them or stuff, they might not gain as quickly, but you can maybe spar with them and even increase your own skills in a certain amount, so you can upgrade them. We also want to bring that right over into pets as well. We don't want pets to be just like a normal thing that you have there. We want to have things where they can actually gain in abilities and skills, so you can actually get your pet stronger as time goes by.
Also, players can train while being offline. Can we have maybe a training dummy for guards?
Okay, yeah, that's a good idea. For usage, because there's two sides to it: training, the knowledge, and then like street smarts and book smarts, basically. So you're saying to be able to get the street smarts while you're off time? Yeah.
That'd be really interesting. That'd be kind of fun to see your guards wandering around and, a training dummy, whack, whack, whack. Get them up to a certain skill. Maybe not a high skill or whatnot, but give them some initial skill, or you place your guards there at the beginning.
Yeah, only thing is we could throw in there is if they're busy being training, they're not looking around and protecting your place. So you're gonna have that decisions that you want to make and how you want to proceed with things.
Yeah, they can get. You can keep some of your guys training while the other ones are protecting, and then they can get all buff like inmates, like the local prison. Yeah. So I don't know what made me think of that, but I was just like thinking, well, if he just keeps working out, does he just keep getting buffer and buffer? So he creates his own buffs. That was a joke. Really got it. Okay. Any more questions?
Yeah, this is more towards land ownership and defenses. Somebody would like to know, will there be lighter defense buildings that they can create, sort of like wooden archer towers, to help secure your area of land?
Sorry, say again that question. I don't.
I think basically what he's breaking down is, are there going to be like prefabricated structures that you can consider lighter tier of defenses to put on your land? Sort of like an archer tower, or set walls.
There's two sides to this, right? Even prefabricated structures in the sense of blueprints, right? Everything that gets placed is blueprints, right? So you can create a blueprint from any type of building that gets built. Say, for instance, you go and you build the guard tower, right? And then you can create a blueprint from that, and you can place that down as one unit instead of building each wall and everything like that. So yeah, there is possibilities of putting stuff like that right away down. I mean, also other things like, for instance, traps and stuff like that. Those are all things that will be one unit placed down.
And will there be different levels of strength? Like if I build a tower out of wood, maybe it'll provide the same amount of guards or whatnot, but since it's a lot, more fragile structure, it could be destroyed a lot easier. But maybe I don't have the resources for all the rock, or stone to build something. So.
Yeah. And just want to in chat. Ink said he doesn't understand the trading and that. We will be touching that on Monday, so I can't give you any information on that right now, but just be a little bit patient. We'll be covering that very shortly.
Okay, yeah, we got a couple things coming up here. The resolution of combat, and then some other items which I'm sure you'll be asking or answering or whatever. So, okay. So it looks like pretty much the rest of the questions that we've got in the queue are all combat related. And so since we're going to wait, we're going to be resolving combat on Monday, I believe. We're giving the programmers a chance to look at some possible methods before we go through the evaluation phase. We've already done the creative and everything, and those episodes are actually already showing on the channel. But the evaluation and setting everything in stone will happen Monday. Jacques, have you got any other stuff on your mind, or are we good at this juncture to switch over to another subject? Or
yeah, no, we're good to switch over to something else. I got a lot of things on my mind, but I can't tell you guys yet. I just have to wait so we can present it properly for you guys so you understand how everything works. So it's good to switch to something else. Yeah.
Okay, so what we're going to do is the next episode is going to be a brainstorming on skills, all the different skill types. And that's what you wanted, right, Jacques?
Yeah, that's
Yep.
correct.
Okay, so we're basically going to build a master list, at least a starting point of all the things that are important to us that should have skills applied. So if you're watching live, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back, and we'll get started in that. And if you're watching on YouTube, you just have to wait for the next episode and put your comments in the videos. Go to the forums, and you can post comments there. And then you can also join us here on the live shows if you want. And we would like some new people to come in on the Hangouts, join us, and we'll be happy to have you. Okay, Jacques, this is where I kick you out because these brainstorming sessions, we don't allow the devs. So thank you very much, Jacques, and we will talk to you later. And
Okay,
everybody
thanks a
else,
lot.
hang on, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.